viewers write in and ask me how I stay motivated to train each and every day. My secret is change. I change everything I do, from the type of exercise and equipment I use to the number of sets and reps, and even where I work out. For example, one day I'll play tennis, the next day I'll lift weights, and still another day I'll ride the bike. By constantly changing the way your muscles are worked, along with the environment you train in, you're mentally challenged and won't get bored. Today we'll be challenged with a variety of exercises like the squat and leg extensions, and then we'll show you a variety of stretches too. This, you can do a wide variety of exercises. And as you can see, working out together is a lot of fun. And actually, I think more health clubs should be looking at the social component of training together, especially for seniors. Just look at the success of water workouts, for example. The problem with many of the Aquaflex and water workout programs at the gyms is they don't involve enough muscle growth exercises. Once clients have basic form and know the basic instruction, I think more health clubs should offer classes for older people to work out and strengthen their bodies at the same time. But if you're going to give it a try and haven't been working out for a while, be sure and hit the gym before you hit the beach. The challenges in windsurfing change very quickly, so that in addition to strength, we need speed. Speed and strength adds up to power, which is the focus of today's plyometric workout for windsurfing. Like weight training, these are basic exercises that will help everyone and everybody. The winds are great on Maui today. I think I'll do a little windsurfing. Diet. And without it, we can suffer nutrient deficiency and even death. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature and are found in foods from to restrict our intake of these fats, as they lead to high levels of bad cholesterol or LDL. You should restrict your diet to 10% of saturated fat. Polyunsaturated fats, on the other hand, are liquid at room temperature and are found in foods from plant origins, such as nuts. These, however, you have to remember that all fats have twice as many calories per gram as either carbs or protein. The best fats, or omega-3 fats, have a positive effect on both triglyceride levels and insulin sensitivity. Monounsaturated fats are also liquid at room temperature, canola, and associated with the positive aspects of the Mediterranean diet. So don't fear fat. Excess calories, not fat, lead to obesity. So remember, a fat-free diet is not a healthy diet. You need fat to be about 1/3 of your total caloric intake for a healthful, well-balanced diet. Whew, I'm in the hot seat. Now remember, the bicep muscle is responsible not only for curling the arm, but also for rotation. So I like to start with my palms facing the body and supinate the wrist as I come up.
You'll notice Kiana's not turning the dumbbell too soon on the down face. A lot of times, fitness trainers will sell themselves short and turn it really quick and let the forearm take over. We're training the biceps, remember that.
Okay, remember we're tri-setting, so that's 3 exercises, 3 in 1, 3 times the fun. Okay, now I'm going to drop down a little because incline curls require stricter form. I have to go a little lighter.
You'll notice with this exercise, she went back in her position. Puts more emphasis on the bicep, therefore making it more difficult.
You can also do this alternating if you start to get tired, but I'm not getting tired.
Not at all. She's well fit.
And up. It feels so good.
Especially under the sun.
Yeah. Okay, we finish off now with cross-body curls. Stand right over here, palms facing the body, knees slightly bent, and up. I feel this one a lot more towards the forearms in addition to the biceps. The elbows are just a pivot, bringing the weight across the body.
Now, it's important for you viewers at home not to confuse the fact this isn't primarily a bicep. It's a combination of the bicep and of the forearm.
I'll do 2 more. All right, your turn. Now don't forget, Flexipillars research has clearly shown that very high-intensity training can actually decrease motivation. So training to complete failure may not be a good approach for some people, because training to complete failure can cause joint stress and discomfort. So if you're really, really tired when you're training, quit, take a day off, and then hit it hard the next day in the gym. Okay, Brad. Now this is fantastic for the long head of the tricep. And 2, 3.
Keeping this part of the arm, the humerus part, stationary, pivoting at the elbow.
See, that's funny.
Very important.
That's funny, right?
Very humorous.
One more for you at home. Well, as you can see, flexi peelers, it's a lot of fun to get a bicep workout. Bent over rows are excellent exercises for developing the strength required to hold on to the tiller and sheet while sailing. The need for quick maneuvers will mean that you won't always be in an ideal back stabilized position. Extra strength is needed in these circumstances so that you don't injure yourself. The chin-up works the entire back and is the best exercise for scapular depression. The squat is the only exercise that works all of the lower body muscles and postural muscles as a unit. It's an exercise that should be in everyone's program. Strong rear delts are frequently neglected, so make sure and incorporate rear delt exercises like flies to improve posture and upper back strength. The trunk and abs are not only under a constant strain, but in sailing there are quick moves to be made. Plyometrics for sailing focuses on trunk power in addition to leg power required for balance and support. So before you're ready to set sail, give my FlexiPeel exercises a try. Research hasn't determined the ideal timing of pre-exercise meals. It's an individual thing. If you haven't already determined what's best for you, it will take some trial and error on your part. Just don't try anything new prior to an important activity. In terms of content, your pre-exercise meal should be primarily glucose slowly or have a low glycemic index. Raw energy products are not good. The insulin surge will result in a downward energy curve a short time later. Some people can handle this better than others and might not have to worry about these high glycemic products. But don't forget, any diabetics out there take special precautions. The bottom line is to optimize your performance, experiment, and determine what works best for you. Now, I love these. Knee tucks are fantastic.
We can see why. A lot of times people do too many repetitions with that and they're thinking, why am I not seeing those good washboard abs? Nutrition is a big part of all this. We'd rather see you do 10 to 20 good ones than say 30, 40 bad ones.
And if you notice here when I'm doing this movement, I'm starting with the pelvis, my hips, my legs already up, leading with the pelvis, crunching it like an accordion toward the chest, and holding for a beat, right there.
It takes a lot out of you when you hold it at the top, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's harder when you wear heavy shoes, too.
That's right. You see a lot of people wear heavier resistance in the bottom, like boots in the gym and stuff. Just make sure you got good support.
And you can also do this exercise for the obliques, twisting slightly and bringing the knees up to the side.
You start feeling it in your thigh muscles. That simply means that you've exhausted your abs, you know, and that's time to call it quits.
And the key when you're doing this is not to use momentum. You want to lift those knees up without swinging, because that's cheating. More advanced way to do this one. We're getting a good workout, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Now this time with the legs straight and up.
Pivoting at the hip, not the knees. A lot of times people will gain the momentum by bending those knees and then kicking them up. Make sure your low back is against the pad. All the emphasis coming from the abdomen, all the work right here.
And again, no swinging, just lifting and holding.
Holding it up, down nice and slow. The down phase is harder than the up phase.
Definitely. And again, I can still do obliques to the side.
That's right.
And because the legs are straight, it's a lot more difficult. Okay, let's move on. But don't forget, FlexiPeelers, if you are a little bit sore, it's okay, because amazingly, research has now shown that a typical workout with some muscle damage is associated with the stimulus for muscle to grow. However, doing too much too soon can be a sign of overtraining. So listen to your body and think about what you're doing.